Garden. I am here with another math game for you. Some of you have played this at school in your classes, and your teacher might call it dump or something like that. At school, we have counting chips that are circles, and on one side they're red, and on the other side they're yellow, or maybe they're red and white. But I don't know about you, I don't have those at my house. So instead, I'm going to get a little creative with the way that we play this game. So normally when we play it, we might hold a bunch of chips in our hands, those counting chips. We might shake them up and dump them on the table. And when we do that, they land different ways, which shows us two different kinds or two different colors that we can then use to compare different amounts, and then we can also add them together. Well, because I don't have those counting chips, I had to go digging for Legos. So who has Legos at their house? Okay, so all I did was find two different colors of Legos. I found some red ones and some blue ones, and they're about the same size. So I'm putting them in a cup instead of in my hands, but you could do either way. I'm gonna shake them up, and on my paper, I drew a circle. Okay, so my Legos, when they land, will stay whatever color they are, which won't help me decide how many I should have red and how many I should have blue. Every time it would be exactly the same because the Legos are not going to change like our counting chips would. Okay, so instead I drew a circle, and I thought when I dump the cup of Legos, I'm going to see who stays in the circle. And then I will see how many red stayed in and how many blue, and I can compare them or I can add them together. Let's practice. Okay, so I'm shaking my cup of Legos. I'm gonna dump it in the circle, or try to. Oh, they did not all stay in the circle. That's okay, that's actually good. Now I'm gonna see which ones did. So any that came outside of the circle, they're out of the game, okay? I'm gonna clean those up. All right, now the ones that are left, I can use to compare. So inside my circle, see if I can tip it a little bit. You see that? I have 2 red and 3 blue. All right, 2 red, 3 blue. If I want to compare them, an easy way to do that is to make matching partners, buddies, right? One-to-one matching. So I'm going to take a red one and a blue one, and a red one and a blue one. And then I have an extra blue one. When you have extra of a side, that means you have more. So we have more blue, and I ran out of matches for red, so that means I have less red. Okay, that's how we can compare them, but now I want to add them. So if I have 3 blue and 2 red, I'm going to put them together, count them all up, and see how many there are. So here's my 3, here's my 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all together. Okay, let's practice it on our fingers. We have 3, and we add 1, 2 more. That gives me 5. I also could hold the number in my head. 3, count up 2 more, 4, 5, and I land on 5. Okay, then I dump everything back in my cup, shake it really good, and okay, anybody that didn't stay in the circle is out of the game. So I'm going to clean those guys up. And now I have new numbers to work with. I don't know. He's kind of cheating. I'm going to take this guy off because he's mostly out of the circle. So now I have even less, but look, I have 1 red and 2 blue. Which one's greater? Well, let's match them up. And blue has an extra, so he is greater, and red is less, right? Now I can add them. What is 1 red plus 2 blue? 3. Okay, so that's a game called Dump. Now, if you don't have Legos, you could use snacks. I have goldfish, and I have, oh, dropping them. I have Skittles. Okay, so you could do pretzels and goldfish. You could do different kinds of candy. You could do any other small toys that you have, but you just need to be able to fit them in your hands and dump them in the circle to see who stays and who's out of the game. Then compare your numbers and add them together. All right, that's a game called Dump.